Good afternoon and a happy Wednesday to you. Yes, it's another episode of the Crush Wednesday. And today we are here with a wonderful topic. But before we go into that topic, I am Abank Happiness Oliver, aka Lady Happy, and this is ABN Radio and Television, your life on our show on Crush Wednesday. And we are here today with a wonderful topic. Yes, to think that I'm not here alone, I'm with somebody. We'll be talking and discussing this topic together. Yes, I'm here with my office daddy. Yes, I'm here with my office daddy. I'm here with the latest married man who was not complete before, but after marriage, he's now complete. Okay. Yes, I'm here with no other person than Mr. OK Equipment. Oh, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lady Happiness, for having me. Thank you,
I'm
viewers, for
watching
watching. All this while I've been behind the camera,
Yes, today
and
you're
you had to
you're in front of
just
the camera.
force me to be in the front of the camera today. So I'm so happy. Thank you very much for having me.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Thank
Wow.
you for coming. Thank you for accepting to be with me in the show today. And today the topic we want to be talking about is apart from money, what other thing can you do? Like prepare. What's that one thing you should do to know that you're prepared for marriage?
Well,
That's what we want to talk about today.
yeah. First and foremost, I would say there is no perfect man, there is no perfect woman, and there's no perfect thing or exact thing you can bring into marriage, because God Himself says, "I am the only perfect God." So any
Sure.
other person that wants to be perfect is trying to compete with God. So, as a man, as a woman, as human beings that we are, that blood runs through our vein, we shouldn't be expecting perfection from our spouse, from our partners, and every other person that comes across us. So, one thing I do tell people is that don't expect heaven and earth. Just expect the best.
Okay.
Just tell yourself you want to enjoy your marriage, not that you want to endure, or not that you want to have the best so far, because even what you did today on your wedding day, someone else will do times 100 the next minute. So we don't have a perfect thing. We don't have a perfect man or a perfect woman that brings perfection to the table. That is called marriage. For me, I basically tell people that I don't expect anything other than have this sense of reasoning,
Okay.
have this
Sense of
sense of
reasoning. Wow.
understanding,
Mm,
have this matured mindset.
mm.
Maturity is not about age, it's not about
Wow.
your money, your finances. You can have all the whole money in the whole world, but how do you
You're not ready
are
for
you matured
marriage.
enough to
Mm.
spend it wisely? Are you matured enough to take care of your wife? Are you matured enough to take care of your husband? So these are the things whereby when you watch, when you see, you get to know that a whole lot is involved, a whole lot is being needed as a man, as a woman, before you get into marriage.
Mm. Wow. We are still coming to Mr. Okay because he just got married recently, so he can remember 100% of everything that transpired, how the preparation went, and everything. So just sit down, take a chill pill. We are coming to you. Okay, so to our online viewers, you want to be part of this program, you want to contribute, you want to tell us apart from money, how can somebody prepare for marriage? Apart from having the money, how can you prepare for marriage? So if you want to be part of this program, the number you should call is 08109055550, 08109055550, or you go to our social media handles on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. On Facebook, we are there at ABN. You drop your comment in the comment section and we'll see it and we'll read it out to read out your contributions. Or you can send up a WhatsApp message on the same number 08109055550. You can send us a WhatsApp message 08109055550. Okay, so let's go over to our latest married man. He's really latest because it's up to 1 month.
Yes, yesterday made it 1 month.
Ah, Congratulations! Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, so you're celebrating your 1 month
Anniversary,
anniversary.
yes, exactly, exactly.
Okay, that was wonderful. So, Mr. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Aside the fact that okay, you already had a particular amounts or some money, you know, kept aside for marriage.
Okay.
Um, during your period of dating, courtship, how were you able to handle your issues? Because I think this is one aspect one should also prepare. How were you able to handle your issues? Differences. There are times that you bring up a topic you want to talk about, and before you know, there is a little conflict. How were you able to manage that?
Yeah, thank you very much. Basically,
Mm,
there is no how your courtship, your dating era will be bed of roses. It is not possible.
okay.
Even those that are celebrating 30 something, 20
Even
something,
100.
50 something years in marriage,
Yes.
man, they always disagree to agree.
Mm,
So they can never just have this mindset that you cannot have bed of roses. It is not possible, absolutely not possible. So basically, during my dating courtship era, like I said before when I started this program, I said having this sense of understanding, this sense of reasoning. Now your partner might bring up a topic and say, okay, please, can we do this thing like this? You have to reason out for her to bring up this kind of an idea. What is it all about? How is it going to help us? Imagine I was saying, okay, let's shift this mouse from this right place to this
to the
left
left.
place. You have to ask yourself, that why should it be so? Now, if I bring it from this right to this left, of what benefit is it going to add?
Add.
So, asking yourself that question goes a long way to see that the idea in which your partner is bringing up is really beneficial to you. Because if you should, as a matured man, as a matured woman, if you should see the reasons why your partner is bringing up an idea, there and then you will get to know that of a truth, out of every nonsense, there is
There
a
is a
sense.
sense. Sure. Hmm. So you're saying when a suggestion is made, you should also look at it critically,
Exactly.
consider the reason why she
Exactly.
should
Why
make
should
such
you make such
decision. Oh
decision?
wow.
Exactly.
I think that's one way to avoid conflict in a relationship. So if you are preparing for marriage, apart from the fact that I'm a big boy, I have millions of naira in my account. If I have three accounts and each account is reading billions of naira, so because of that, I am prepared for marriage. Please draw your chair closer. You're not really prepared, come and listen to this show because it will help you prepare properly for marriage. Okay, yes. Still on ABN Radio and Television, the Crush Wednesday. If you want to be part of this program, you can call or WhatsApp us on 081 090 or you can go to our comment section on Facebook and drop your comments, drop your suggestion, okay, or drop your own answer. We'll read them out, and you listeners and viewers will also learn from you. Okay, so Mr. Okay, you know, um, there are some persons who they want to get married as a man, right?
Okay.
The way they were brought up, they weren't brought up to do chores. When I mean housework,
Yeah.
house chores, and then they are getting married to a lady whose family taught all the children, including the male children, how to do chores. And then during their period of courting and dating, you know, you hear the man be like, "In my house, men are not allowed to do this. So my wife will do this, my wife will do that." Can you say that man is not ready for marriage? Because I know that in our own Gen Z age now,
Okay.
house church is not meant for women alone. Because if you're saying house church is just meant for women, there are career women who also work as well as the man
Exactly.
and brings food to the table.
Exactly.
Okay, so what do you have to say? Can you say those kind of persons are ready or prepared for marriage?
Well, categorically,
Okay.
I would say they are not ready.
Mm,
because like I said earlier, marriage is not bed of roses. So you will see and unsee. In fact, you will learn every day.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, those that are even married for 30 something, they are still learning in that marriage, because it is not possible for you to see all the whole characters and attributes of your spouse. It is not possible while dating. It is not possible for you to see all. So it is when you, even when you get into the marriage proper, that is when you will now see so many characters, so many attributes, so many things that your partner never exhibited while you were courting. So if as a man you don't know how to do house chores, man, my dear, it will really get to you that you have no other choice than to learn it, except if your partner knows that you don't know all these things right from the dating era, and she still agrees to marry you. That's a separate thing. Now she knowing that you don't know how to do the house chores, and she accepted to marry, then she's telling herself that whatever comes out in that aspect, that you not helping her in the house chores, like
Yeah.
cleaning, or maybe just doing
Sleeping.
mina things, yeah, just
Yes.
mina things that doesn't matter. Because basically a man can just stay in the house and decide to, let me go to this parlor, it is not well
Of
arranged, I
course.
don't
Of
like it,
course.
and that
Hmm.
happens. But when a man doesn't know how to do anything at all, like he can't even carry a broom to even sweep, and this applies to even some ladies as well,
Yeah.
that don't know how to do house chores. They were pampered right from their primary
Oh,
school,
100,
secondary school,
100 out
university
there.
days. They went to one private university that they were indoors, being done everything. So getting into marriage is now another thing entirely. So all these things boils down to, can you cope? Like the chairman of my wedding occasion, he told me, he said, marriage is not just all about compatibility, it
Okay.
is about adaptability.
Hmm. Now about compatibility. It's about
Because you
adaptability.
can be
Wow.
compatible in the sense of your genotype are compatible,
Okay.
your age is okay, your finances are okay, but can you adapt to some differences?
Hmm.
That is what matters in marriage.
Hmm.
Can you adapt? Because like I said, every day as the day unfolds, you keep seeing and seeing new things. Can you then adapt? The more you adapt, the more you are into that marriage. You must be saying new things every day. There's something your wife or your husband will do, and you'll be like, ah, are you sure this was really the man I got
I
married
got
to?
mine.
So it takes the sense of maturity and understanding to tell yourself and
Yes.
say, oh, man, I think if I cannot beat them, let me join them. I have to adapt to this.
Hmm. Wow. Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Okay. So, men, you advise to also be part of the house chores. Shouldn't leave. Gone are the days where they say, okay, sorry for that network clinch. Yes, that break in transmission. Okay, so we're still on the topic. Apart from money, how can a man or a woman prepare for marriage? How can you say you are well prepared for marriage? You want to be part of this program, call or WhatsApp us on 08109055550, 08109055550, or you can go to our Facebook page and drop your comments in the comment section at ABN. Go to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, drop your comment. Also be part of this program because I'm live here with the newest married man. Just 1 month away. Yes, he's been married for just 1 month and he's in US. And okay, he's trying to share his experience, how he was prepared apart from money, how he got prepared for marriage. Okay, so that's where we are now. Okay, so Mr. Okay, Yes, you've talked about house chores where you advised men to also be part of the house chores. And
Exactly.
sincerely, I'm an advocate for that. Men should also do house chores. It's a way of proving to your wife that, oh, I love her. I don't want her to stress that much, right? So please, if you're a man or you're a boy listening, be part of the house chores. It is very, very important. So there are some persons, especially on the part of the women,
Okay.
right? They get married, and before you know, the moment they are married, is as if not because intentionally they want to do, they want to just drop career,
Okay.
but it so happened that they don't focus on career anymore. Do you get? Or some person will be like, let me just or you see them pursuing career at some point, they are just handling it like audacity because I will get married, and when I get married, everything will just end. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, first and foremost, before you get married to a man or a woman, you have to know if he or she is is having this career passion.
Hmm.
Because you don't just get married to somebody and then tomorrow you're expecting the person to just drop his or her career. That's totally wrong, and that is where issues begins.
Hmm.
Right from your courtship, your dating era, you should know that of a truth, I'm getting married to somebody that has passion for what he or she is doing. You don't just wake up one morning and say, please, if you don't want us to, it's better you do so in your dating era than in your marriage period. Because
Sure.
if you wake up one morning during your relationship time and you say, man, I'm not comfortable with the way we communicate, the way we see on the maybe weekend basis, we see once in a blue moon, I'm not happy with it. It's either you keep us or you keep your career to yourself. So some ladies will tell you, please, oh, my the passion I have for my career, I
Career.
cannot. Please, if that be the case, stay your own, let me stay on my own. So some guys see that like that at that early stage. But
Okay.
in the marriage era, man, you've made you've made that vow. You've spoken to yourself, you've agreed. Even before going to the altar, your mom and your dad will ask you, have both of you agreed? Have you seen yourself too well that yes, you are okay with each other? Can you cope?
Hmm.
Are you getting it? So
Yes.
all these questions are what will come up in your courtship era so that for you to know if you can go in or not.
Hmm.
I'm not saying I'm having the best, but I am enjoying what I have currently.
Oh
Are you
God,
guys? Because
when
these are the things whereby I had to lay emphasis on them before
for
I went in.
hmm. Okay, so what you're saying is before you got married to your wife, both of you agreed that career. In fact, you accept a career
Exactly,
person.
because I knew she has the passion for what she's doing
Hmm.
currently, and I
Okay.
love what she's doing.
Oh
So
wow.
I accepted that, and she herself, she knows what I am doing, and she knows the passion I have for what I am doing.
Wow. Wow.
So that is where the compatibility and adaptability as well comes in. Because if these things doesn't come in, then what are you both doing?
Wow. Hmm. There's a lot of questions. There's still a lot of things to talk about. We just talked about career. You have your question. You have questions in your mind, right? You have lot of questions in your mind, or you have contributions to make. I would like you to be part of this program. Our call lines are open. Our WhatsApp lines are open. Drop us a message or you call us on 08109055550 or go to our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter. Drop your comment in the comment section, and so you can be part of this program. Yes, I'm still here with Mr. K Equipment, the newest married man. He's here. He has answers to all your questions. Just bring them on, and be part of this program. Bring them on. Remember, our WhatsApp lines are open. Our call lines are open. 08109055550. Okay, so Mr. Okay, something has been bothering my mind. I see lot of persons who say, I just met my husband. 1 week after I met my husband, we are doing introduction now, we are doing courtship, we'll get married in the next 2 months. So what can you say is the duration for dating before marriage?
Well, in my own point of view,
Mm.
I don't have a time frame
Okay.
because I've seen um, a couple that got married within a space of 2 weeks. They met,
Oh, wow.
and till date, this is, I think this year is making it. I think they are 90 and married, and they've been living happily. Though they might be having some
Of
disagreement, but
course.
men looking at everything around and how they've been living, I think it has been good so far from my own point of view. So I don't have a time frame. Now you can be dating or you can be courting for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. You see some churches today, they will tell you that you have to go for marriage class for 3 months. You have to go for marriage class for 6 months for them to know you too well, for you to know your partner too well. And at the tail end, you see end up seeing most of those marriages crashing in their first year or in their second year or in their 6 months or in their 2 years. So why that time duration? Why those why that long period of marriage
Of
class
time.
of time?
Mm.
That is why I held on to that word which the chairman of my wedding ceremony told me. He said, marriage is not just about compatibility; it's about adaptability. How well can you
Mm.
adapt? I see most girls saying, I cannot get married to a military officer, or please, oh. And along the line, their husband was a civilian, a male civilian before the marriage. And when they got married,
The man had
he
to.
man had to he
Mm.
got a job in the military. So
Mm.
imagine most of them now start having issues that honey, please, I cannot be staying out of you for a longer time and all that. So these are the things whereby you have to prepare yourself, that you have to adapt to whatsoever you cannot change in the marriage. So no matter the time frame in which you give yourself that you want to court or you want to date or you want to know your spouse, my dear, you cannot know everything. It's not possible. You can't know everything. At even if you tell yourself 1 year, all those things you will know within 1 year, my dear, there are still lots of things you've not known
Okay.
that will still take you the lifetime, which is what marriage is all about, for you to know.
But yes, of course, we agree that you can't know somebody 100%.
Okay.
But don't you? What we are saying is, is it okay you meet somebody 1 month? Let's leave 1 week now. 1 month, 2 months, and you're getting married to that person.
Yes,
Is
it's
it?
possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
You've not built this communication. You've not built this friendship to an extent, and then you just get into the marriage with somebody you barely know, and then you get into the marriage and you're seeing you're meeting drama, you're meeting so this person is like this, so this person is like this. I don't know, is it advisable?
Well, it is not advisable, no
Okay.
doubt. But the truth there is, you can't give what you don't have.
Okay.
And most ladies, they would want to go into marriage, or most guys, they want to go into marriage because of, let me feel belong, let me answer that name, married man, married woman, let me just feel belong to the society, let me stop feeling depressed and feeling intimidated. And that is where you will now get to the point of seeing broken homes after 3 months, after 6 months, after 1 year, and all that. That is where also the adaptability comes in, because if you can't be able to adapt to some certain things that you cannot change, then you'll be telling yourself that, please, I want to break up, I want to back off, I want to leave this home.
Mm.
I am not welcome here.
Okay.
So the time frame is not the problem. The problem is the two matured minds. The two minds, are they matured enough? Do they have this sense of reasoning? Do they have this sense of understanding? Do they have this mindset of a truth? We can handle whatever thing that comes into our marriage, irrespective of what it is. No third party is coming in, whether from my own side or from my wife's side.
Hmm.
No, even if our child cannot come in between us, we will not allow her come in between us. Are you ready to take such decision?
Hmm.
Because when you do, you get to see that the longer you stay, the better the bond
The bond, sure.
gets getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So if you tell yourself, please, oh, I don't want anything. In fact, I've taken that vow that I don't want anything to come between me and my partner, my dear, nothing of such will come in. There are some persons that they were not well to do. In fact, they were not being known. But along the line, before you know it, from their spouse, from their partner they got married to, or they got engaged to, things started happening. There are some persons that even after the whole long period of time they've built things together, after getting married, things start to crash down. So all these things are what you have to tell yourself, am I ready for it? A whole lot, because you cannot predict, it's unpredictable.
Sure.
It
Sure.
is you cannot tell yourself that, once I get in, no, forget everything, go, everything will enjoy the
Hmm.
faji. No, no, it doesn't work that way. Because by the time you get in, you see a different thing altogether, a different ball game. Even that's when you now know that a relationship not just like you they buy land, you never even start foundation.
Right.
Are you getting it? So when you
Yes.
get into it, you see a whole lot. Those are lovina you were doing in a relationship. Um, you go do and you go tire. You get
He's speaking from experience.
you
He's
go do
speaking
and you
from
go
the place
tire.
of
You get
experience.
so the thing is outside um outside what you want,
Hmm.
what then can you offer?
Okay. Oh, wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Okay. I am actually a questioner. I have lots, like lots of questions to ask, because this question I've piled them up in my heart. That one day I will ask the newest married man, and today is that day. Yes. Okay. So still on the show Crush Wednesday. You want to be part of this program, our call lines are open. I'm waiting for your call. I'm waiting for your questions. Okay, to ask the newest married man. Call us on 08109055550, 08109055550. You can also send us a WhatsApp message via this number, or you go to our comment section on Facebook and drop your comments in the comment section. Yes. Mr. Okay, as a way of preparing for marriage, right? There are some men who takes their fiance to their mother and said, mom, I brought the girl I want to get married to and all that. And the woman is like, or the guy's parents is like, no, we don't like her. Just because the the guy's parents says they don't like her, he dumps her. He leaves her. He said, no, since my mom does not approve of you, in fact, it's like my mom needs to validate you before I go ahead. What do you have to say about that?
Well, there is nothing more or less like a family blessing, especially
Mm-hmm.
especially from the parents.
Mm-hmm.
But before you would have to see a lady,
Okay.
start dating her, start cutting with her, you have to know that kind of lady,
Okay.
who she is,
Mm-hmm.
how she is. Then, secondly, ask yourself this question: if I take this lady to my family, how would they see her? Would they accept her? Assess her first. Take your family to be yourself. Like, assess her first. You know your family better than the lady. You know what, if you take to your family, if you take to your mom, if you take to your dad, that they will see and they won't even question you. In fact, it got to a point that some families now, what they believe now is your happiness is their concern, what matters most to you.
Okay.
Because some families, they've seen that if they should say no to the marriage, some of their children will just end up either traveling with the girl to go and get married outside with her, and they start living their life, a new life entirely, or they just impregnate her and the family will have no other choice than to allow their son get married to her. So these are the things basically whereby you ask yourself that, if I should take this lady now to my mom or to my dad or to my siblings, will they accept her? Assess the lady first. There are things whereby even if after the assessment and you take her to your family and they don't, maybe at that initial time they were still skeptical, trying to figure out who this lady is, what she does, and how is she in terms of, is she matured, is she okay for their son. It is not in your position to now say, okay, mommy, see, please, I want you to accept, I want you to please accept this lady. See my reasons why I want her. See my reasons why I want her. So if you don't give your family genuine and tangible reasons, then I think You just have to give in, because I strongly believe in family blessings anyway.
Okay.
Anything that your family doesn't give their consent, because that is why in some wedding invitation card you hear with the consent of both families, or the families of this and this, meaning that they have agreed. If they have not agreed, because even if you go to the church wedding, the minister of the church will ask you, have you fulfilled the traditional rites?
Yes, of course.
So when whereby you say, I've not finished, to remain small, they'll say, please go back and make sure you settle with the family first.
Okay. Okay, so actually the instance you are coming from is fine. You need to know the girl.
Okay.
You date her, you know who she is, but you as you just bring the girl to the house, you take the girl to the house, and your mom is like, you're from the east, right? So
Yes.
your mom is like, no, you can't marry from the west. I have somebody from the east for you. So why will you go and pick a girl? Because of that, I don't approve of her.
Well, that is where you now bring in tribalism, because some marriages and some family nowadays, I think they are now becoming more wiser to see
Mm-hmm.
that it is not all about tribe.
Okay.
It is no longer
Okay,
about
so
tribe. It
what
is
if
now all
they
about
do
the
that to you?
personality.
Will you
No,
will you accept? Will you go with your mom's
well, I
approval?
know, my family wouldn't even look into tribalism, because my family doesn't look at tribalism.
I know your family. I'm just
No, no,
saying
no,
for
just
the sake of
now.
those who
Okay,
are
now,
listening.
if peradventure
Uh,
I was to be in that position,
mm,
I think I'll have to make my family see reasons that, in fact, drive their mindset away from that tribalism
hmm.
mindset. Make them see reason that I am not getting married to her tribe. I am getting married to her personality.
Oh wow.
I am living with her personality, not the tribe.
Not tribe, actually.
You get,
Not
so
tribe.
if she's a Yoruba girl, and we know that Yorubas are, they cook soup that is pepperish, they cook food that
Actually,
it is
yes.
enough palm oil, and I like it. That is what I want. I'm not getting married to the entire community. I'm getting married to
To the
an individual, a lady, a young girl from the Yoruba part, and I like everything. In fact, let me not say everything. I think majority of the things I've seen. I love it. I like it. I'm okay with it.
especially her personality.
Exactly. That is what I am getting married to. Not even her
Her,
siblings or her family or her
hmm,
mother or her father. It is
hmm,
she is the one, because it is now both of us that will now have to create our own family.
hmm.
Together, we will now create our own family.
Wow.
We will not be happy with ourselves, bring up our offspring, train them, and do a matter of good things that we want for ourselves.
Hmm. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Okay. Please, what's the meaning of your name again? Because this wisdom is not of this world. Flesh and blood have not revealed it to you.
Well, okay, Chuku is just a normal an Igbo
Okay.
name.
Meaning,
God's share. I know you're not from Igbo, so you don't know the meaning. That's why you're asking. Okay,
actually,
Chuku,
yes.
God's share,
Okay.
God's portion,
Hmm.
anything.
No wonder the wisdom is not of this world.
Well, it's not about the wisdom. It's just something of. I do read books a lot.
Wow.
I do make researches, and I
Mm-hmm.
do make my findings from physical experiences.
Hmm.
I make my comparison from different marriages, different courtship, different relationship, different people that has been together, different stories. I hear stories a lot every day about marriages. I hear experiences. I hear testimonies. So I try as much as possible to make sure I I ask myself series of questions. I try as much as possible to make sure I I I blend those series of experiences to make out my findings.
Wow.
I get, because if you ask yourself what are these basic things in which 2 seconds you'll be hearing that some marriages are having issues, you see that lack of understanding is there.
Okay.
You are dating somebody and you never understood that this person is not capable in this aspect, and you just have to rush him, you start having issues. You are dating somebody and you cannot share ideas to each other, that's when you now know that your marriage is lacking reasoning. You both cannot sit together and reason out things. It becomes a very big problem. So
Hmm.
it is not all about the wisdom of
Uh, uh,
outside this world.
of
It's
course,
all
it's
about
God now.
it's
Is it
all
not God
about
that gave me this
no, it's not
wisdom?
it's God anyway, but it is basically experiences
Of
from people
course.
and or whatnot.
Okay, I'm still on the Crush Wednesday show. Yes, we are still here, but before we continue, we just go on a very, very short commercial break. We'll be right back in a GV. Don't go anywhere. Stay connected. Okay, welcome back, and thank you so much for staying connected. Thank you for not going anywhere. Still on our Wednesday, Crush Wednesday. Yes, still on the Crush Wednesday. We are here with a topic apart from money. How can you prepare for marriage? How can you say you are fully already? You're ready for marriage. Yes. So if you want to be part of this program, you should call us on 08109055550 You can also send us a WhatsApp message via this number as well. Or you can go to our social media handles and drop your comment in this comment section. Go to Facebook, we are there at ABN. Drop your comment in the comment section. Go to YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, drop your comment there, right? And to think that I'm not here alone, I've been here with my guest, the newest married man in Abia State. He's the newest married man, yes. And he's not the person than Mr. OK Equipment. He's here with me to do justice to this topic. And we've asked series of questions. So the last question I asked him, he said something. He said he reads a lot. So I think for you to be prepared for marriage, if you're not vast, you're not intelligent, you don't
Exactly.
have knowledge,
Exactly.
and you can't. How will you say you want to do something and you don't have a manual? So the manual is like reading books. You're not prepared, even if you have millions of naira in your account. And also learn from people's experience. Don't wait for that thing to happen from you. I think that's to you rather. That's one thing I learned. He said he learned from people's experiences. He looks at married people who have succeeded and people who has failed. He looks at their success. How were they able to succeed? He learns from them. And he also look at the people who have failed. How what did they do? How did they do it? Or what did they not actually get it right and they failed? He also learned from it. Thank you very much, Mr. OK, for agreeing to be part of this program. And we'll see how our questions are. The questions are already coming in. The questions are coming in. Yes. Okay, so but before we attend to the questions we have online, Mr. OK, there are some men now who tells themselves they want to get married. They are maybe by age. I'm 40 years, so I'm supposed to be married by now. I'm supposed to be married by now. They don't have anything doing.
Okay.
Probably they are not working. They don't even have a job. They don't have a skill. They don't have a certificate. And I want to get married to a woman that can bring something to the table. So please, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I beg. Wait till we go fit talk. I won't talk nothing.
Okay. Like I said before, you cannot give what you don't have, and you cannot keep what you cannot provide.
Mm,
So if as a man you are 40, or even as a woman you are of age,
mm.
and you want to get married, you want to settle down, and you are listing series of things that the man should have
Have
or the woman
woman should
should have,
what you're expecting from your
then
spouse,
then you are
Abby.
not serious, because
Mm,
number one, you cannot get everything. Those, in fact, all those things you listed, it is not possible for you to see it in one person. It is not possible. There must be one of those things you listed that that person will not have.
mm.
There must be one of
At
those things,
least.
at least one, that that person will not have. Even if the person has all, there are some things you even forgot to even list that the person does not have, and it will be a very big problem in that marriage. So that's why you have to prepare yourself. You have to prepare your heart and mind, because there are so many things you will see that will come your way. So are you ready to handle it? Can you handle it? Because that is what even makes you mature. Even being 40, being 30, being 20, it is not, age is not the criteria of marriage. The criteria for marriage mostly is your mindset,
Mm,
your sense of reasoning. How do you understand things? How do you see things? Do you see things in a way whereby let it just slide away like that, or you see
mm.
things as let's reason together? Are you the kind of a person that you wake up in the morning, you just greet your spouse good morning and you go, or you wake up in the morning, or in the evening after a little disagreement, you call your spouse and say, let us reason together. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Okay, what is the possible solution to it? And your spouse will say, okay, it's because of you didn't call me in the afternoon, you didn't buy me lunch, you didn't take me out, you didn't
Wow.
call me, I didn't see your text message, that's why I'm angry, that's why I didn't prepare dinner for you. And you'll be like, as a man,
Mm.
all you have to, you know, you are at fault, because
Uh-huh.
these are what ladies like. As a man, what do? You go, okay, please, I am sorry, I won't do it again. Are you getting it? You have to just play the role of a fool.
Hmm.
You
Two
just have
rights.
to, and yes, because two wrongs cannot make a right.
Two wrongs are not make it right.
Now,
Yes.
as a lady, your guy starts getting your husband starts getting angry, and this and that. What do you do at that moment? All you just have to do is just for peace to reign, because you are the backbone of that house. All you just have to do, okay, honey, I am sorry. You
Hmm.
see that word, I am sorry. It has caused a whole lot. It has made it has taken a whole lot of persons far. It has given a whole lot of persons what they can't even have at some point in time. So that's mindset of reasoning. Please, I am sorry. Let's reason together. It will help you. It won't have a bridge in your communication, because when you start having a bridge, problem sets in. So
Wow.
this constant communication is another thing that helps most. Because if you
Marriage.
say, I need my husband must have money, yes, it is good, it is all okay. But
But
if they give you that money, can you keep it?
hmm.
If they give you that love, that attention, can you value
Absorb it.
it? That is
Wow.
the question. It is not all about listening what you want. The thing is, can you handle them? Can you give them back?
Hmm.
Who told you that men doesn't like gifts? Who told you that men doesn't value attention?
I thought people don't like it.
Not true. We don't like it.
No,
No, we too. We are not made by God. We don't like it.
no, sincerely, I
No,
thought
we
you don't
don't.
like it because
No, we don't. It's only meant for you ladies.
yes, Bible said Bible says treat women as unto weaker vessels.
Exactly.
So you are strong now.
No, we are strong.
But
I know. If you buy it for us, we will reject it.
oh wow, thank you very much, Mr. Okay. Thank you very much. So age is actually not a factor.
Exactly.
It's not a reason why you should be prepared for marriage. If you're of age and you are not ready, please get ready, because age is not a factor. And then listing everything, I want this in my spouse, I want Omo, that person must be an angel. I want this, I want this, I want this, and 7 point agenda. I
That's
want
all.
this, I want this. And if you don't see that qualities, you're not getting married. I don't think there's a right person for you. All you need to do is find somebody who you think you can adapt to, and then settle down with. Okay, there's a question here. Okay, so the question is, good afternoon, Lady Happy and a newly married man. I'm texting from Abia State. So please, is it right for a guy who is in a relationship with a girl to ask for a refund after helping the girl?
Well, I guess this should be coming from either a guy or a lady. But going straight to the point, is it right for a guy who is in a relationship with a girl to ask for
For
refund?
a, maybe let me say maybe because they broke up
Okay,
at
now,
some point.
now this there's this ideology most young men and women of this Gen Z age have.
Okay.
They just fall into relationships, they just fall into marriages without asking themselves, what do I actually want?
Hmm.
Now, the one thing I do advise young men and women is, before you go into relationship, in quotes, define it. What are you going into that relationship for? Is it just to satisfy yourself,
Mhm.
or is it to help yourself financially, or is it to help yourself spiritually, or do you want to grow intellectually wise? As in, define that relationship first. If you should define that relationship, then anything the guy is doing for you, you would know where the guy is coming from. After defining that relationship, who is this person in particular, the personality? Is he a kind of person that he would want to do, rub my back, I rub your back? or what? Is he the kind of person that will be doing this give and take type? So that definition alone,
Okay.
if you don't define it and the guy or the lady sees that, you did not define this our relationship, he has gotten into you, because he has the right to tell you, uh, you have to refund me.
Hmm.
And whereby you are not this type of a person that you are bold, you are confident of yourself, you start fidgeting, and it becomes a very big problem, and he starts laying threats on you. So it is not advisable, no doubt, but the point there is,
Define your
it is there is no right thinking guy that would even ask for a refund.
refund.
If it is there's an adage that says small small they do transfer, there is no refund after breakup. Yes, now, because you cannot get back everything. Now you asking the lady to give you a refund of everything you bought for her. What about those things she has given to you?
Was coming to
Can
that.
you give her back?
Would over your head.
Can you give her back? That's the
Yes.
question.
Yes.
So if you cannot give her back, then why asking for a refund for what you
Asking
gave
for
to her?
refund.
There's no need.
Hmm.
So that's why I said there is no right thinking guy that would ask for a refund about that.
Okay, so somebody who does that, can you say that person is ready for marriage?
Yeah, no,
He's
no,
not-
the person is not ready
he's
for
still a
marriage.
boy.
No, he's still a
Even if
boy.
he's 50 years.
That's why I said in marriage, it's not something you just learn everything during your courtship or relationship time. You will see a whole lot.
Hmm.
Your responsibility will triple times, as in much more than it was when you were in a relationship. You might be recharging your phone 1,000 naira when you were in a relationship, but
Once you get married.
once you get married, you now know that you have to be recharging for two persons. So your responsibilities has increased.
Hmm.
Despite the fact that in most cases your wife might be a millionaire, she might be working, doing well, but my dear, your money is much more sweeter than that one she's even earning.
Yes. Sure.
That's why no matter what, no matter, because it is your responsibility to take care of her. If she's looking good, the whole praises will go to, your husband is taking care of you. Your husband they try. Even if you are the one, even if
not
she's
be
the one
him.
spending her money, or even if not be him. But what people will be saying, Omo, they enjoy you really chop your husband money. You get
Yeah.
so just try at least, so that when people will be telling her, she will not be faking this smile of not true. So let it
Yes.
be
Come
that
from
if
her
she
heart.
she's happy. She's happy with it. So if you don't define your relationship, if you're truly not you don't know what you're into, then why are you let them as and as a lady, it is not everything that crosses your way that you collect. Everything you collect when you are still in a relationship, you don't know where the relationship is heading to. You are just there for relationship's sake. So you have to understand the fact in which you have to be in a relationship. Define it.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Okay. We have another question here from another person. Says, is it good for a guy to still be staying with his parents, and then that person is thinking of getting married? You don't have a house. You remember we said as apart from money.
Okay.
So you don't have a house, but you want to get married, and then when you get married, you take the girl to your family house. Is it proper?
It's not proper.
Mhm.
It's not right, because you as a man, before you tell yourself that you want to get married, then you are telling the world that you are now self-independent. In fact, automatically you should tell yourself that, man, I am now independent, because you shouldn't be hoping on, even if you are hoping on some certain things, it shouldn't be as much as when you were single.
Okay.
You cannot get married to a girl or you're still living with your parents, even if it is in a very big family house, except it is in a compound whereby your own building is separate and your parents or your siblings are living in another building. But while it is
The same roof.
the same roof, my dear, you are not ready for marriage. Just try. Even if it is a single room
the single
or
room.
self-con, just try and
That's
move
it.
out. Number one, it will give you a very good prestige.
Hmm.
Your prestige from your family will definitely increase,
That is a
and that
newest
of
married
your
man.
wife. And no, this is just a natural basis,
Of course.
because even your wife she'll be so proud of herself that she's in her husband's place. Now, whereby she's staying with you in your family house under the same roof, there are some things she would want to do, she cannot do it, no matter how she's in good terms with your
Your
mother, which is her
mother.
mother-in-law.
Sure.
There are some certain things she will be so scared to do. So you have to give her that leverage of, please, let me go get a place where we can both stay. We can always confide in. We can always have time for ourselves. All these things are basically needed, except you both agree that okay, you want to stay in your parents' house, in your
For
family
a
house,
while.
maybe for a while,
Mm,
and you have to be serious. You have to be specific.
mm.
You want to stay for a while. How long? What is the time frame? Is it 1 month? Is it 2 months? Is it 3 months? And it depends, because not all ladies, my dear, I bet you, if there are 100 ladies, 99 will tell you, no, I don't want to stay there. If you are not ready to go get your own apartment, then we shouldn't be getting married. They
Hmm.
won't accept your proposal.
Okay, we are coming to the end of this session, but before I go, I have just one more question for you,
Okay.
Mr. Okay. Okay, so I know you've said something that we shouldn't, as a man or woman, you shouldn't begin to say, this is what I should expect from my wife, this is what I should expect. I want a woman that is this. Fine, but there is no how you won't have the picture of what you want. There's no how you have a picture because you cannot just settle for anything,
Anything, okay?
cannot just settle for anything. So I want to know, you're married. So probably I wouldn't want to say what are those things, qualities you like in your wife for. I want what are those qualities that okay, let me ask it that way.
Okay.
Those qualities that oh your baby girl portrays that made you love her to the point that you now took her to the altar.
Well, I don't have specific qualities
Not
or
you as not
specifications.
you expecting, but what she has.
Okay, what she had that I saw.
Those qualities you saw in her.
Well, like I said from the beginning of this program, I said sense of reasoning, sense of understanding,
Mm-hmm.
and a matured mindset.
Oh wow.
Because these are the things whereby, whether in the closet, in private, or in public,
Hmm.
you can always beat your chest to say, yes, I know who I am.
Hmm.
Because if somebody can be matured enough to understand her environment, to understand who she is with, then there are some things she has to know her right from her left. There are some things she would want to do. There are some things she would tell herself, I don't want to do it, as long as my husband is involved. Now, sense of reasoning, being matured. There are some things in public, even while you're not there, she will tell herself, no, I cannot do it. If not for any other thing, for the prestige of my husband,
Hmm.
for the prestige of my wife. So, sense of reasoning, sense of understanding, and this matured mindset. I think these were the things.
You
Yes,
saw.
they were. They were the things. Mainly beauty was part of it, no doubt. But like they always say, beauty fades away.
Yes.
So what if tomorrow the beauty is not there? What happens?
Hmm. Hmm.
I know of a family that they got married. When they got married, the man was handsome, young looking, well to do, okay. Likewise, the young lady. And unfortunately, along the line, the man had a very, very fatal accident. Until today, they are still living happily, despite the scars in the man's body. The wife still loves him down to earth. Why? Because the young lady did not just base her definition on the handsomeness of the man. She based it on so many other things, that the inner
Qualities,
qualities of what the man
inner
had.
qualities. Yeah.
So if you should just remove your mindset from these normal physical qualities that you see, then I think you have a long-lasting relationship and marriage.
Hmm. Wow. That was a wonderful one with Mr. Okay. Thank you so much for giving answers to all our questions. Thank you for being here. Thank you for first of all even accepting the invitation to be part of this program. Thank you for joining this show. And to all those who joined us live, who asked questions, who sent in their questions, and to those who commented on social media handles, want to say thank you for staying with us. Thank you for joining us this program. We'll be having this program every Wednesday by 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, I would like you to be part of this program every Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday, will be coming with a different episode, different topic entirely that will be of great benefit to you. Yes. Okay, so today we have come to the end of the show on Crush Wednesday. To become your way again, don't go anywhere. Stay connected. Okay, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you once again, Mr. Okay, for
Thank you so much,
being
Lady
part
Happy,
of
for
this
pulling me out from behind the
from behind
camera
the camera
to in
too.
front of the camera. Thank you so much, and I believe, I would always love to
You always be part
join
of the
you.
program because as a married man, you have a lot of experience
Thank you so much.
to share
I'm
with
so happy.
us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much to our listeners and viewers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like, thank you a million times. Remember, it's still ABN Radio and Television. Okay, so slash down to our place, Google Play Store, download the app on radio to be part of our programs, and also go to our social media handles and follow us on all our social media handles so you can be part of our programs. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And God bless you. And from me to you, or from us to you, it's a bye for now. Do have a lovely day.
ABN, ABN, ABN. If you wanna see it happen, and your ear and your eye, you go sharpen. Current information about your surroundings and location. Say we keep you updated, ABN TV, our news be latest. Update matters and affairs, information is our interest. ABN News Updates, ABN. ABN State Informate, ABN. 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 If you wanna see it happen, and your ear and your eye, you go sharpen. Current information about your surroundings and location. Say we keep you updated, ABN TV, our news be latest. Update matters and affairs, information is our interest. ABN News Updates, ABN. ABN State Informate, ABN. ABN.